You ready?
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Game on. What color is my shirt? Is this purple, maroon,
Purplish.
Is it
Purple.
plum,
Plum, probably, yeah. Maybe mauve.
mauve?
Mauve is
The
a
flavor of the month.
M-A-U-V-E, mauve.
All right, here we go.
I'm ready.
All right, welcome back everybody to another episode of King of the Court. We are the #1 pickleball podcast in the entire world. Yes, you heard it here first.
In the entire universe of pickleball.
Voted by
Everyone. Our family.
Exactly.
And honestly, that's all that matters.
Okay, thank you for tuning in. We have so much to go over today. First and foremost, USA.
USA Hockey.
Hockey, man.
We love our Canadian. Listen, we love all of our Canadian fans.
I was emotional.
But
that was incredible.
Today is not about you. Today is about us. Today is about the fact that we don't care about this sport except for once every 4 years, and we're still the best in the world at it.
When was the last time? 40 years ago?
1980, bro. The Miracle on Ice.
Yeah.
Right?
Man, that was incredible.
Have you watched the movie Miracle?
Of course. That's a classic.
Incredible movie.
Yeah.
But yes, it was great. Jack Hughes is my spirit animal. Yeah, look, I'm a big sports guy, so obviously I do watch a little bit of hockey.
The funniest is, I'm sure you saw the memes or the videos of when they were handing them the stuffed animals.
Oh, incredible.
And the Canadian guy was like, what is this?
I think my favorite part about it, about the whole thing, is that
I would love that. I would keep that as a collectible. And
well,
then
yeah,
in
if
20
you're in the
years, I'd
Olympics,
sell it.
I think I've said this on the pod before. If I ever make the Olympics, even if it's like I will not make the Olympics, just to be clear. But if I were to make the Olympics, if it's curling, if it's whatever it is, I would be the dude with the Olympic ring tattoo.
Yeah.
Like Ricky Fowler, the golfer, like that. I mean, I think that's the coolest tattoo you can get.
Yeah.
Is an Olympic rings tattoo if you were an Olympian.
So one of my previous sponsors, they sponsored a bunch of Olympic athletes, and they had this like reunion or get together. And so I was able to meet a ton of the skiers, snowboarders, and a bunch of the like bobsled people and everything like that. And so I saw some of those people that I was sponsored with win gold. So it was kind of cool to see that.
Yeah, I mean, look, the Olympics are always entertaining. We got Olympics, we got World Cup. I mean,
The craziest is the Canadian curling, where they got caught cheating in 4K.
Yeah.
But they doubled down on it.
Listen,
That's crazy, isn't it?
when all you eat are ketchup chips and poutine, it's rough life. I mean, imagine losing at hockey to a country. First of all, you were frozen for 3/4 of the year. You lost to a country that literally has alligators in it. You lost to a country where Jack Hughes, did you know this? Jack Hughes actually was born in Orlando. And then he went to Canada because there was better hockey when he was growing up. So he lived in Canada growing up because they had better hockey.
Yeah.
Came back to the U.S. in high school and for college. But like, that's what you're supposed to be good at.
LeBron can never.
No.
LeBron can never. He gets his tooth knocked out, still
Well, listen,
plays.
bro, when your prime minister is dating Katy Perry, you have bigger issues to worry about. So, yeah.
All right.
Big.
Congrats. As I said, it was incredible. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. And look, listen, second place is the first loser, but we are still love our Canadian fans.
All right. Big shout out to Club Pickleball Mastermind. They teach you how to be profitable, how to make money, which is what everybody loves and wants and needs. If you're starting a business, running a business, a pickleball business, reach out to them. They do free phone calls, and go learn how to run pickleball facilities efficiently.
Yeah, look, nothing better. Like we've talked about this before. Let's lean on people who have already been through it, who have already done it, who have already made the mistakes, who have already had the successes and the wins, right?
Yeah.
Like let's if you're doing anything in life, like imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, right? That's why there's all these other podcasts. That's why Nico wants to be me. But the reality is let's learn from these other people, and Club Pickleball Mastermind gives you an opportunity to do that.
So there were 1 or 2 clubs that I was talking to outside of Club Pickleball Mastermind, and I was just talking to them. And of course, I didn't even bring this up, but of course I found out that they too attended Club Pickleball Mastermind?
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch. And I mean, we've had, shout out DTL Sports Center, Jenny Bay, close friend of the program. She got on a phone call with Devin and she texted me. I think I mentioned this, but she texted me accidentally, but meant to text me, but she actually texted me and Devin.
Yeah.
And she said, Devin is an awesome dude.
Yeah.
The funny part is she meant to text it just to me.
Yeah.
And then she put, whoops, sorry, Devin. And Devin's like, hey, at least it's something positive.
Free phone call. So if you're interested in finding out more information, it's a free phone call. Go check them out. clubpickleballmastermind.com. Use code KOTC. Jimmy, we have a new sponsor that we are thrilled to announce.
New sponsor alert siren. Woo, 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 woo.
All right. Everyone last year was raving. Honestly, this was probably the best MLP. And do you know which location I'm talking about?
Yeah. I mean, look, it was, if you ask anybody that attended, if you ask anybody that was there, this was the number one MLP last year. People say that it beat even Central Park, that it beat San Clemente, all the great locations. And it was the Pickler Universe in Dallas.
Pickler Universe.
Yes. Pickler Universe was the number one. I mean,
so they brought
bar none.
They brought in stands. They have permanent stands there also.
Yes.
And the atmosphere, I wasn't there, but from the players and
It's
spectators.
actually in Carrollton, by the way, not technically Dallas, but it's close enough.
The players and spectators all said incredible things. You could feel the energy through the TV.
Yeah.
It was that, in my opinion, is how MLP should be indoor. With incredible atmosphere.
They have box seats. They actually have a restaurant with a world-renowned chef.
Yeah.
So Pickler Universe is one of our newest sponsors, and they are opening a new facility.
24 courts.
95,000 square feet.
95,000. That's ginormous.
And here's the sick part about this, okay? So one, they're going to have the chef. They're going to have the restaurant. They're going to host MLP this year coming up.
Mm-hmm. Are they the home of Dallas Flash?
I think they're going to be the home of pickleball soon enough with how much they're crushing it.
Okay.
But this is the Dallas Fort Worth.
It's close to the DFW airport.
Yes, the airport location.
Yeah.
And the big thing about this is, look, there are pickleball sickos all over the world. This is a destination, Tyler.
You can fly right into DFW,
yes.
Get top of the line, quality pickleball.
Yeah, all of
food.
you guys that are literally traveling all over the world to go play with these low-level freaking scrub pros out there. There's so many of you that are like, oh, I went to Mexico to play with this 4-5 guy. Look, you want a destination where there are hardcore players. You can be treated like royalty. You get to play on the best courts, the best facilities, eat the best food, and you're in an amazing location. Plan your next vacation to the freaking Pickler Universe.
Yes. So thank you for the support, Pickler Universe. We are stoked to be partnered with you. More on them to come in the future. But yeah, they have an incredible facility.
Yeah, we are super pumped about this. So just so you know, they're going to have 4 box seats at MLP. Mm-hmm. They're going to have tables. I mean, this is like, I think, what did they say, 2,200 seats it holds?
Yes.
So I would tell you this. I would also buy your MLP. If you're going to any MLP this year, Tyler, that's the one. Buy your MLP tickets to the Dallas Pickler Universe today.
And tell them that we sent you. I believe we have a code set up with them. Use code KOTC for anything with them.
Yeah.
All right, Jimmy. Also, we have clothing. KOTC. We will get into this a little bit later, but with our clothing apparel partner, Kitch Pickleball. They do incredible clothing, and this
feel
is...
how soft this is. Like, just feel it's soft.
Can I put my hand in that pocket?
Feel that.
That's good.
It's soft, right?
Yeah, that's good.
It's buttery soft. You felt that like a little longer than you probably should have.
Our exclusive apparel partner is Kitch Pickleball. Go to Kitch Pickleball if you want any KOTC merch and use code KOTC. More on them to come in the future. Thank you for the support. All right, Jimmy, as we have already discussed, we have a full episode.
Yeah. Tyler, I got a story.
Story time.
Story time. Gather around, kids. Pull up a piece of carpet. Did you guys have to sit like, you can't call it Indian style
Crisscross
anymore.
applesauce?
Crisscross applesauce around the carpet?
Yeah.
Everybody got like a number?
Yeah.
That's what I'm imagining all of our listeners right now. Okay, so 7-on-7 tournament, Tyler. Big 7-on-7, massive. It's called Pylon.
You were in St. George or Mesquite?
Mesquite, yeah.
Did you see Nico again?
I did not see Nico. I did go to that Dick's again, but they call it the Mecca. Okay, so this is huge. It's at this big sports complex in Mesquite, Nevada, middle of nowhere. Teams from all over the country come. Okay, so we're sitting there. I got two stories. One, we're just sitting there waiting for our game to start, and all of a sudden you hear a bunch of whistles. I can't do a whistle noise, but over and over and over. I look over, and there is a massive brawl breaks out. Okay, and it is moms. Mom on mom crime, swinging on each other, throwing punches. Both benches clear. You got all these moms. I walk over there because I want to be part of the action. Not really, but I want to see what's going on. Tyler, it was the 10U championship game. 9-year-old boys trying to play in the championship game, and their stupid moms couldn't keep it together and started fighting. The mom who started it, I guess, allegedly, literally got knocked out cold. The cops showed up. There's cops everywhere. The dads, everybody was fighting. It was chaos. It literally was insane. And the worst part of the whole thing is it was 6-0. The other team was about to score to tie the game. Mm-hmm. They call the entire game. Woo. The kids suffer.
So the parents' plan worked out.
Yeah, I know, right? Like your kid's down. You're like, hey, we should start a fight. I mean, it was wild. Like I was embarrassed. It was crazy. So that's the first thing. Second thing is we play this team, okay? And actually, this team was playing before us. So we ended up losing on a very controversial. We scored 3 touchdowns on one drive. All 3 of them got called back. We scored on the very last play of the game. Kid reached across, clearly in, wasn't even close. The referee called him down at the 1-inch line, which is impossible. Like, I promise you it's impossible. And the kid never even touched him. That's a story for another day. We'll talk about that. But there's this coach, okay? And he coaches this team from Hawaii. And Hawaii. And his son is very good. He's a quarterback. His son is probably 3. I think he plays up 3 years.
Okay.
But he is very good. I mean, he's like an 8 or 9-year-old playing with 12-year-olds. But this coach, okay, I've never, like, you've had hard coaches. You've played high school and college sports.
Yeah.
Right? Coaches yell. Sometimes they raise their voice. Sometimes they coach you hard. This guy was nuts. He was literally telling these 10, 11-year-old boys, you effing suck. You're the worst effing player I've ever seen. He was saying like derogatory things like your mom should have never effing.
To his own team or his own team?
To his own team. Uh-huh. Like saying things like your mom should have never effing let you be born. Your parents should be effing embarrassed. You effing play like a bunch of girls. He would grab kids by their shirts and throw them off the field.
Yeah.
And there's 12 kids. Every kid, we're playing after them. Every kid is literally in tears. And he's just screaming and screaming. And then the other coach is screaming. And it's like, you guys effing suck. Get off my effing. I mean, I've never seen anything like that in my life. And it was like, almost like it was like people just sat there like this is acceptable behavior. Like the parents just sat there.
Yeah.
Sounds
like he belongs in pickleball.
I just feel like look, I don't think that there's many kids that are playing at this level or like in pickleball or whatever level that aren't trying their hardest.
Yeah.
And so I think that these kids are doing the best they can, but that was insane. So Tyler, do you have like a crazy coaching story? Do you have like a crazy coach?
Oh, there's a lot, especially coming from tennis because there's a lot of Europeans that play tennis.
Yeah.
And the parents over in Europe are a little bit different in Poland and Germany and Russia and everything like that. So, yeah, I mean, you see a lot of that. Obviously, that's a different extent, I think.
Yeah.
And it's just different in tennis. It's one-on-one versus kind of a team aspect.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I saw a lot of players get destroyed by their parents, verbally, physically, everything like that for sure.
Did you see the? I think it was an ice skater. I think it was
ice skating is really rough too. I mean, these one-on-one sports are very emotionally draining, I would say.
Yeah, for sure. But did you see? I think it was ice skating. I saw this girl in the Olympics, and she lost. Mm-hmm. And she walked over. And she was crying, and her dad was there, and her dad looked at her, and he said something like, "Hey, was that the best you could do? Did you leave it all out there?" And she said, "Yeah." And he said, "Hey, your best You did your best. It wasn't enough today. That's sports. That's why we play sports.
Yeah.
Right? That's why we love sports. If you win it, nobody wins every single championship, right?
Yeah.
Nobody's winning every single time. And so I think we play sports because like the heartbreak and the competition, right? The losses, you learn just as much from the losses as you do the wins, maybe more, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Right? I mean, there's that saying that you either win or you learn, right? And so, yeah, I remember my senior year of high school. It's kind of a funny story, but we lost. We played Lone Peak.
Mm-hmm. Go Lone Peak.
We played your alma mater, and we lost. And there's a kid named CJ Ayu who played in the NFL.
Okay.
And he's now the coach. I think he's coaching. He was coaching Oklahoma, Texas Tech. Now I think he actually took an NFL job somewhere. Anyways, I went against him the whole game. And I did really well. I mean, this is the NFL player, right? And I did really well against him. And we ended up losing, but I felt pretty good about how I played.
Yeah.
And it's the last game of my senior year. The coach walks up to me, and he's telling everybody, good season. You know, we lost. Season's over. Everyone's crying. They're upset, right? Your careers, 99% of the kids' careers are over. And he walks up, and he looks at me, and he says, I'll never forget it to this day. He says, I wish once in a while you'd bring your cocky-ass attitude to the field.
Yeah.
And that was the last comment my coach ever made to me. Whether he was right or wrong about it, that was the last comment he ever made. And I still remember it like very clearly to this day.
Yeah.
And so I think that can have like a massive impact as you get older. And I think a lot of these kids in pickleball and tennis, dude, they are their own worst critic already. They don't need that.
Yeah.
So with that being said, why do we play sports? Mesa Cup, mixed doubles, Tyler.
Okay.
That's my segue. Why do we play sports? Because you face a team that is 329-8 all time together. Mm-hmm. And you freaking beat them. You beat them and you shock the world. And
in 3 games.
Yes. And not only do you beat them in 3 games.
Yeah.
So let's start with mixed. Let's go straight to Hayden and AB.
Okay. Real quick, this was the Mesa Cup. It was in, obviously,
Mesa.
It's in Mesa. It's in a suburb, I think, actually. But yeah, Arizona. The weather, the first day was a little bit shaky, and then after that, it was pretty nice.
The wind was good. It wasn't bad after the first day.
Yeah, the first day was a little bit iffy, but then after that, it was pretty nice. However, on center court, it's an outdoor structure. They have like shade over it. Mm-hmm. Did you notice the lighting on it? Yeah,
so I actually talked to a couple pros this weekend. I'm not going to say who they are, but they told me that this is the worst center court in pickleball.
Because of the lighting? Or?
Yeah, they hate the lighting.
Yeah.
They hate the shade structure. They hate the shadows.
Yeah.
They actually don't even like this. To be honest with you, they said they don't even like the facility.
Interesting.
Multiple people told me that.
The courts are nice.
Yeah, they just said that the facility, and they also said that it's either blazing hot or freezing cold.
Gotcha.
There's like no.
Anyways, I didn't know if that's had any effect on Ben and Annalie. Somebody else pointed out that the last time Ben and Annalie lost, maybe not the last time, but one of the times that they did lose was in Mesa, Arizona, at that same place. And so I don't know if that structure has any anything to do with that or not, but it's very noticeable at certain times of the day where there's this like bright light on the court, just like blinding you almost.
Yeah.
And so,
yeah. Well, I mean, I believe it was this tournament. Yeah. It was Dave Fleming and Adam Stone. I think it was like Thursday, maybe it was Thursday or Friday. And it was like 2:00, 1:00. And I think it was Rachel Rohrbacher, who looks incredible, by the way.
Your girl.
She looks incredible.
Hey, do it.
No, I just think that she's.
Here we go, Rachel.
Oh, yeah. Here we go, Rachel. Here we go, Jade.
All right, there you go.
So anyways, she clearly has been putting in the work. Good for her. But I think it was Rachel that asked them to turn down the video boards at 2:00.
Yeah.
Like Dave Fleming was like, this is the earliest in history we've ever asked them to turn down the video boards.
Yeah.
Because of how bright it already was.
Well, not only that, but when you have the video boards mixed with a shadow area, it just makes it super bright.
Makes it worse, yeah.
Okay, so talk to us about mixed doubles.
Yeah, so we'll go straight into mixed doubles. I mean, look, the biggest thing with mixed is, we had the upset of the season. We had one of the biggest upsets of the year so far.
However, they played them a week ago, and they had match points on them.
And AB missed the third.
Yep.
Did you see her third in the championship game?
She was not missing that in the
She
net.
literally hit that ball 9 feet high. It was almost like a mini lob. And Ben actually had an overhead off of it, and Hayden dug it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was insane. We had some good runs, honestly. So here's an interesting thing. I don't know if you know this, but Max Freeman and Emma Nelson started up on Ben and AL 8-0. And then they gave up 22 in a row.
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of shows the machine that those guys are. There was also an incredible match between Elise and Connor Garnett against Augie and Mari.
I was there live. I was sitting on the bench watching that.
Yes.
It was good.
12-10 for Augie and Mari in the second and third after losing game one.
And it's funny because Elise has played with Mari quite a bit, and Connor and Augie are current partners. And so just a lot of intermingling on that court.
Yeah, and that's a round of 32. I mean, this is how tough pickleball is getting. Like, that's your round of 32 match. So, I mean, look, Etta and AJ played Andre and Tyra pretty tough. That went 3. But when it came down to it, Tyler, it was kind of the usual suspects, right? I mean, we have Ben and AL against Andre and Tyra, so the 1 and the 4. Mm-hmm. And we have AB and Hayden.
Real quick, Lacey Schneeman and Jack Salk, they beat J-Dub and Georgia in 2.
Yeah, but then they lose to Tina and Noe.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. But yeah, that was incredible. So what do you think? Let me ask you a question. So, and I may get in trouble for this because I believe her account is private, so she might block me after this, but that's okay. So Tina Pisnik and Noe Cliff. Mm-hmm. Okay, so they play their semi, and they play on center, and they lose 2-2. Mm-hmm. It was fast. Anna and AB played great. I mean, Anna and Hayden played great. But Tina's wife makes this post about something along the lines of, how can you expect them to have success on center when they're never on center? Mm-hmm. And, I see what she's saying, because center court is the different animal. Especially sounds like center court in Mesa, right? But center court, the crowds are there. It's louder.
I like that court a lot.
There's different timeouts.
Yeah.
The timeouts are there. It's a different energy. And if you're never on center, it can be probably a little bit overwhelming.
Yeah.
Now, we know why Tina's not on center. Can we just call it what it is?
Why?
Well, she's involved with the WPPA, and she didn't sign an extension. So I'm being serious about this. Like, I'm not defending the PPA here. But
I don't know if that's the reason she's not on
100%
center.
That's the reason.
If she's winning, she'll be on center.
Okay, yeah. She was on center in the semis.
Exactly.
But she's not been on center any other time. Other players are on center in earlier rounds. You were on center.
Yeah, they didn't have any other matches.
No, but I know. But this is in fairness to PPA.
Yeah.
If a player hasn't re-signed, okay, and they're 44 years old, mm-hmm. and Tina is a great player, but she hasn't re-signed, she's 44 years old. Mm-hmm. Now, who knows if she's going to re-sign? Who knows what's going to happen? Are you going to highlight that player on center court versus another young kid who's going to be there for 3 years?
Yeah.
I think just from a pure marketing perspective.
No, I get what you're saying for sure.
Yeah. And now look, maybe there's other reasons, and maybe that's not. Maybe that's just it's just bad luck. That's just how it kind of falls. She hasn't been on center. But do you think that it's unfair and it's a disadvantage that she's not on center, and then when she gets put on center, she's at a disadvantage?
It might be to some extent, but in reality, I mean, that's how all sports work. All sports can never be 100% equal. I remember, I think it was Andy Roddick talking about tennis, and he said Roger Federer and Nadal always got the best matches. They got the best time and everything like that. But
AL gets it, right?
Exactly.
They did put AL on SC1.
Yeah.
For this tournament.
It was for singles, and she wiped the competition in a matter of minutes. And so
Yeah. I mean, they are starting to put her in the earlier rounds on like SC1 or
I mean,
GS.
I think there's a lot of conspiracy theories about PPA about doing stuff like this, but I actually believe now they are so busy. There's so many matches that it's very difficult to kind of skew it that way to prioritize certain matches.
That's fair. And like I said, whether they are or they aren't doing it purposely, I think
maybe in the past they were.
I feel like the reasoning, though, if that was the reasoning, I feel like it's kind of valid.
It is, but 2-2. I mean, if it were like 5-7 or something like that.
Yeah.
But 2-2 is a pretty big big difference.
That has nothing to do with the court.
Yeah.
That has to do with just the other team was better than you on that particular
I actually
day.
think Noe is one of the best mixed players. His drives are insane.
Yeah, I mean, he just drives it at the female over and over again and tries to blow you up. But it's crazy.
And he has so much power on his serve and his drives.
Yeah, he has a heavy drive.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, he has a great game plan for mixed. And honestly, it does work against most players. Now, AB, there's probably a handful of females that can handle it.
Yep.
AB is one of them.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get into the mixed finals match right now. So Anna Bright, Hayden, we talked about it briefly.
Yeah.
What'd you think on it?
Yeah, so look, Hayden Patrick Quinn in that one match for that hour and a half was the best player on the planet. Mm-hmm. He was the best player in the world. He looked better than Ben Johns. He looked better than if he was better than Annalie Waters has ever looked at her peak. And what I mean by that is like, listen, what I mean by that is like,
you went there.
Like when I'm not comparing guy to girl. I'm just saying like, that's how dominant Hayden was. Not that AB wasn't good, but Hayden was phenomenal. I mean, he was the best player on that court, and we've said it. He's had that in his bag. He's had that in his game. The kid is he's top 4 men in the world right now. I don't think there's any argument with that, right? And Ben had a chance to win a Triple Crown and actually comes away with 1.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Hayden was insane.
All right,
Tyler,
question for you.
beating them in straight games is...
Do you think this continues? Because the last 2 matches, I mean, even though they lost the first matchup, it was very close.
I think that... Now, do I think that they're going to beat Ben and AL consistently? No. I think Ben and AL are too good.
All right, they play them 10 times. How many times does Anna and Hayden win?
I think... So Anna has beat them 4 of their 9 losses have come with Anna Bright.
I saw that, yeah.
With 4 different partners.
Yeah.
I think if they play 10, they can beat them 3. And I think that's good.
Okay.
And I also think that this gives them the confidence, the game plan to know that they can beat them. And it's like the saying about the 4-minute mile, right? When they break the record for the 4-minute mile, all of a sudden, 25 people do it over the next 18 months.
Yeah.
This is the same thing with Anna and Hayden. It's like, okay, we beat them. We know we can beat them. Not only did we beat them, we freaking beat them in 3.
Say in a crazy world, that does happen. They start beating them more.
Yeah.
Does Annalie, do they switch it up?
Well, who does she go to? Because
JW.
No, she would go to Christian, I think.
Okay. And pickleball?
Yeah. Yes. I think that if she went with... Are Annalie Waters and Christian better than Annalie Waters and Ben? No, obviously. But...
Well, we don't know that.
Well, because we've never seen it. Yeah. True. But, yeah, I think that at some point, maybe.
Okay, what do you want to get into now? What? Singles?
Yeah, let's go to men's singles.
Singles was incredible.
Did you see that point by Christopher Joseph Hayworth III?
The finals?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, is there a better big man that moves like him?
It's funny because there's a lot of players that play singles that actually don't enjoy playing it because it reminds them too much of tennis and it's just very physical. It's very tough on your body. However, I think for the average spectator, I think they would get attracted to pickleball because of singles.
Yeah. I mean, look, you watch that point by Hayworth. So Hayworth is 6'4".
Yeah, 6'3", 6'4".
And he's probably 220 pounds.
I think you're overestimating.
You think he's less?
I think he's less, a lot less.
I'm going to ask him.
Ask him right now. I would be shocked if he's over 2. Like right around 2.
No way. I bet he's over 2. I think he's thick, bro.
Okay. But yeah, he had an incredible run. So many upsets in singles, as always. We had a guy, Matthew Barlow, who came in through the qualifiers, I believe, 70 seed, and he made it to the semis. Thoughts?
Yeah, Matthew Barlow. Matthew Barlow, he is from the Midwest. He's from Omaha, I think, something like that, right?
Yeah.
I don't know for sure. Don't get upset with me, Matthew. But I've never seen a grandstand court or a court erupt like it. Yeah, Omaha.
He had a great fan base.
Yeah, when he beat Hunter Johnson, it freaking erupted. It was pretty cool. I mean, the guy had an incredible run. I mean,
So this guy,
beat Roscoe too.
I've known him for a little bit, a couple of years.
Okay.
He beat Hayden Patrick Quinn maybe 2 years ago in Kansas City. And that's when I knew. I was like, this guy is a baller. He's good. He can strike the ball well.
But I believe he's like, he doesn't play full time or he has a kid or something. I can't remember.
He used to do stuff with tennis. I don't know if he still is a coach, but I think he does a lot more pickleball stuff now.
Yeah, so 30 years old, lives in Omaha. Yeah, I mean, he had a heck of a run.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the story.
I guess the storyline would be Barlow and then also Ben. Ben takes a couple tournaments off and he makes it to the finals.
Yeah, a lot of people thought Ben was done.
Does he continue?
Singles. Yeah, I think so. Look, he looked. So real quick, Barlow beat Matt Schaefer, Roscoe Bellamy, Moda Alhouni, Matt Burkhart, who beat you.
Yeah.
Got to give Burkhart credit because he actually beat Gabe Joseph.
Yeah.
And made it to the round of 16. And then he beat Hunter Johnson.
He was a lucky loser. So he took Grayson Golden's spot.
Oh, okay.
And he told me, any money that I win, I'm going to donate to Grayson.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool. And then he actually, so Barlow, I don't know if you saw it, but in the semis, the first game with Hayworth was close. It was 11-9.
Yep.
And then Hayworth kind of ran away with it. But yeah, so Ben, look, a lot of people are saying they didn't even think Ben was going to play singles again. They didn't, he wasn't going to come back. And then he comes out, and not only does Ben, so you want to talk about a freaking murderer's row. Ben goes Blaine Hovenier, Max Freeman, Connor Garnett, okay, Fed, Christian Alshon, Chris Hayworth. Ben had the toughest draw. Like, that's one of the tougher singles draws I've ever seen.
Yes, for sure.
And he makes it all the way to the finals. And yeah, Hayworth was just too good in the finals. Look, the cat and mouse. Hayworth is he's big, he's fast. We don't know how big. But dude, his backhand is disgusting.
His forehand's disgusting.
His forehand's disgusting. He's smooth. Yeah, I mean, he's just too much. And we said
he's starting to have a little bit of an entourage at these tournaments as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think we said that we thought that Hayworth could be number one in the world by May. He's well on his way to that, right? Like, I mean...
Did you see the Alshon versus Ben Johns match?
Yeah.
That was a pretty good one.
That was another great match, yeah. I mean, again, Alshon has played very good singles lately. The one thing I think we need to talk about, because we talked about kind of JLG and how he won those back-to-back matches, back-to-back tournaments, and just how hard singles is getting.
Yeah, he did make it to the quarters. He lost to Hayworth 2-6.
Yeah, which is, he beat Jaume, right? Like, I mean, but that just shows you how good. Yeah. Oh, Hayworth just texted me.
All right. Update on Hayworth's weight.
He's typing right now. Is this like asking a female? You were right.
Let's go.
195.
Boom.
I thought about 210.
You said 215, 220.
215, 220. Dang it. I just felt like he had some thick legs.
Let's go, Hayworth. Come on. All right. Anything else stand out to you about singles?
No, I mean, look, it's hard. Singles is tough. Everybody's good. How about Andrew Calderelda and Braden Jacobson having to play each other?
I feel like that's happened multiple times.
Yeah. I mean, they both live in Utah. They train together. They're like BFFs. They had to freaking play each other.
Isn't that the best when you train with whoever you train with and then you go to an outside tournament and then you end up getting matched up with that same team?
Yeah. Like, I remember, like, even up here, we live in northern Utah, and like we would go play in St. George tournaments.
Yeah.
And we would play all the people from up here. And it's like, did we really just drive 4 hours to play matches that we could play up here?
Okay, women's singles. But first, before we get into women's singles, we have to give a big shout out to C+D Pickleball Nets. We love them. Go to their website, bestpickleballnets.com. Use code KOTC. They have a bunch of different options to choose from, whether that be in-ground net posts, portable nets, temporary nets. They all work for your driveway, your church, your gym, your pickleball facility. They do work with clubs. And so if you're opening one that has 24 courts, reach out to them. Thank you for the support. We love you. We love their product. And anything else?
No, we love everything about it.
Okay.
Nothing better.
All right. Women's singles. All right. Anything stand out to you here?
Well, look, I mean, Leah Jansen got upset by Mary. So Mary was kind of in that top 5 for a really long time.
This was probably a year and a half ago or
so. Yeah. And then she kind of, I feel like, I don't want to use the word fell off, but she fell off. Right? She kind of fell off a little bit. And now, that's a good win for her to kind of get back.
I would say the new hot commodity right now is Kiora Kunimoto. She's been doing extremely well. She's 16 years old from Hawaii.
Yeah. Yep.
She had a couple great wins.
I think she's 18 now. I think she's 17 or 18.
Okay.
I think she's older than.
She beat Georgia Johnson in 3, and then also Catherine Parento.
Yeah.
And then she played Annalie Waters.
Yeah. I mean, look, everybody, you all kind of run out when you play Annalie. But, yeah, that's a good run by Kiora. Is she really traveling back and forth from Hawaii for every event?
She was. If there's a long by a long time, I mean like 2 or 3 weeks in between tournaments, she would go home. But she told me that she's actually staying in Arizona right now for the next few weeks.
Oh, that's good. Jeannie B. Let's talk about Jeannie B.
Jeannie Bouchard?
Yeah, so Jeannie B plays Judith Castillo and beats her 11-0, 11-0. Red hot Jeannie B. She also beat Albie Huang. And then she's set to play in the quarters against Kate Fahey, and she withdrew.
Yeah.
Now, this email came out, Tyler, not that long ago. Mm-hmm. And it said, we're tired of you guys withdrawing from singles but playing in other events.
Yep.
Jeannie still played in women's.
Okay.
Do you think Jeannie gets fined? Do we know why she withdrew?
Well, first of all, I think the email stated that the first time it would be like a warning. So even if it was not valid, the worst, I think she would be assessed like a warning.
Yeah.
And then another time, if it happens, then. But your question, would she get fined? I doubt it.
Yeah. So it was like a year and a half.
You know her background, right?
Jeannie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like with the U.S. Open, where she slipped and fell.
Oh, yeah. And she sued.
She sued.
Yeah. And she sued. She slipped on the
PPA doesn't want that.
No, she slipped on the steps. And she sued, and then she basically retired because essentially she made more money with her lawsuit than she did playing tennis.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she just became like
PPA doesn't want a lawsuit.
No. Who had a more disappointing career, Jeannie Bouchard or Anna Kournikova?
Whew. Anna's a little bit before my time, but she was the poster.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She was.
Isn't she married to Enrique Iglesias?
Yeah, I think she's married.
Or they were?
Yeah. Yeah, she was in his video. I know that. And she was like, there was like raining and like, anyways. Anna Kournikova was the thing when I was.
Maria Sharapova, she was popular when I was playing tennis.
So I think it was like a year and a half ago, and I've said it too, is a lot of people were like, hey, Kate is going to beat Annalie Waters. Mm-hmm. Going to beat her. She's going to beat her. She's going to beat her. 3-1.
Yeah.
It was not the day. This is not the day that she was going to beat her. AL just freaking rolled her, smacked her around.
The thing is, even if somebody does beat Annalie, it's not going to be consistent. These players, they're not going to be able to compete at a high level against her in singles every single time. And so, for example, Tyra, she beat Annalie one time.
Yeah.
Or was it 2 times? One time?
One time.
Yeah, same with Paris Todd. They beat her once, and then it doesn't really happen again.
Yeah.
I want to see somebody that's able to compete her realistically every single time.
Yeah, that's consistently.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen. Not for a long time. I mean, that kid is probably 8 years old right now.
Yeah.
Like training at somewhere over in China where they have to take 10,000 swings a day. Forehands.
Women's doubles.
So yeah, AL, congrats. Another win for AL. Women's doubles, AL and AB. Here we go again. I mean,
but we did have an exciting upset.
We did. There's always exciting upsets somewhere along the lines. But
also, quarterfinals, Etta Tuiatoa.
Tuiatoa.
Megan Dazan, they withdrew in the quarterfinals.
Now, who withdrew? Because Megan said she was sick. She got sick.
From what I heard, it was Etta.
Okay, because Megan did make a post saying she got sick too. So I don't know. I don't know who withdrew. The reason for maybe Megan was going to play through it. Look, they both were playing really well.
Listen, for me to withdraw from a match, I would have to be puking, literally puking.
On the court?
Yeah.
I mean,
you would have to knock out 5 of my teeth.
Yeah, I mean, look, Etta, I don't know what exactly she's going through. I know she has, I believe she's mentioned she has some sort of autoimmune disease.
Yeah.
And so I don't know exactly what that looks like or consists of or what, but she definitely has a history of withdrawals. And so, yeah, hopefully she can kind of get that
So my question
out.
to you is...
Nobody withdraws more than Dominique Schaefer used to, though. Good night.
She's playing tennis now.
Yeah.
If you know you have these problems, if you know that you're kind of on the fence of being sick during this tournament, do you pull out at the beginning of the tournament, or do you play as long as you can, and then if you start feeling sick, then you pull out?
I think you have an obligation to your partner to at least try. Like, I don't know if you remember that Dylan was playing with Jackie or Jade, one of them, and he got food poisoning. And he was puking all night and just like insanely sick, and he tried to push
But then
through.
also during the time of COVID, if you were sick and putting yourself out there with other people.
Yeah, now I think we're past that. We don't care anymore. We don't even wash our hands when we go to the bathroom. By the way, I stopped at this gas station on my way home this weekend. Sap Brothers, this big like truck stop. The bathrooms had bidets in a gas station.
Hey, some of those trucker stops are really nice because that's where they shower.
Yeah, they shower and
they
stuff.
literally that's their home.
Like on the wall, you had a little panel, and it was like, it was literally like full buttocks cleanse with rotating jets, warm, and you could like pick the water temperature.
Those have always.
And then it had like female cleanse. I was like, what is happening?
Yeah,
I did use it.
Okay, so the big upset that I was talking about was
Jeannie B,
Jeannie Arauquina and Judith Castillo.
Yes. So Jeannie and Judith played. First of all, they actually had 2 upsets, Tyler. I think we'll start with a big one. Rachel and Catherine. I just got done complimenting Rachel and her new physique. And her and Catherine lose. This is the second event in a row they've been upset, right? I think they lost, or did they lose to Kawamoto's?
Yeah,
I don't feel like they've had a ton of success. So anyways, Judith and Jeannie end up beating them 11-7, 4-11, 11-8. It was interesting because they won game 1, Judith and Jeannie, and then they kind of got rolled in game 2, and you're like, okay, Rachel and Catherine have figured it out. And then Rachel and Catherine were actually, I think they're up in game 3 even. And then, Jeannie and Judith just turned it on. Yeah. And they freaking got back in it, round of 16.
All right, question that everyone wants to know. Do Rachel and Catherine split up?
Yeah, I think so. What? I really do. I think it's got to be coming soon. They haven't had a ton of success.
Okay.
They haven't really been a threat. I wouldn't even put them. They're probably, like, if I had to rank the teams right now, AL and AB are 1. Jackie and Jade are 2. Tyra and Georgia are 3. Paris and Kate are probably 4.
Okay.
Honestly. Who am I missing? Did I miss somebody?
Leia
Leia plays with too many different partners. Okay. Etta and Megan might even be ahead of Catherine and Rachel right now.
Elise is up there somewhere.
Yeah, and I just feel like Catherine and Rachel are not even in that top 5 or 6 right now. Brooke and Zoe are playing pretty well together. Okay. But they also lost, by the way. Brooke and Zoe also lost to Judith and Jeannie. So.
All right, finals, Anna Bright versus...
Yeah, by the way, Lacey and Tina made the semis.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, they lost 0-0. Did you hear how long that match was?
It was like 15 minutes.
Yeah, 18 minutes long.
Yeah.
Is it because Tina hasn't played on center?
I'm going with that excuse.
By the way, Judith and Jeannie, they almost took game 2 off of Tyra and Georgia. It was close, 12-10. So finals, look, it's AL and AB, Tyra and Georgia, 11-1, 13-11, 11-7, Not too much sweat. Game 2, you know, you had a little bit, could they do it? But, yeah.
I've said this before, hot take, but I think they should get rid of bronze medal matches. Kind of side note.
The goats stay goating. Yeah, bronze medal matches are I mean, we've talked about this a million times. Just get rid of them and split the points.
Yeah. At
this point, right? But Tina and Lacey win it, 2-4. Judith and Jeannie, I mean, look, good for them. I'm sure, I don't remember the last time either of them probably played in a bronze match.
Yeah.
So I think that's exciting. Judith has played in a few singles, but Jeannie was a bear. Once a bear, always a bear. Tina Pisnik, also a bear. Half the league was a bear, but
yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, good for them. I think that they deserve some credit. I thought Jeannie actually played very well this whole week.
Yeah.
All right.
She's funny.
She's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Can I tell a story about okay. This is bad. When we drafted, I'm going to make this PG. When we traded for Jeannie, okay, so I didn't follow Jeannie on Instagram, just to be clear. But I guess she posted this picture of her laying in her bed, and we'll say she was partially clothed. Okay. And she was laying there, and she had this smile. It was a very seductive picture. I had it sent to me later. A very seductive picture. And we end up trading for her the very next day.
That's why?
After she posted that. No, but I got a lot of crap being oh, Jeannie posts that picture. Now you go and try and trade for her.
Thirst trap.
Yeah, thirst trap Jeannie. So anyways.
It worked.
It worked. You're
going to see a lot more of that coming up this week with MLP Draft coming up.
Yeah, MLP Draft. Jeannie got me. All right.
Okay, men's doubles.
All right, so men's doubles. Tyler, it's the same with women's doubles, right? The goats stay goating. Congrats to Hayden and AB on winning mixed, but
I got drilled in the head. Did you see that?
Yeah, that's actually what I want to talk about
only
first.
500 times.
So that video is the video heard around the world. You were playing Etienne.
Uh-huh.
And
I was with Blaine.
Len Yang.
Yes, yeah.
And it was a close game.
Yeah.
Was it game 3? Game 2?
Game 2.
Close game. Yeah. And Etienne reaches back, rips a freaking drive that is clearly going out. You try to get out of the way.
Yeah.
Hits you on top of the dome. You do a full back somersault.
Yeah.
Flip. Ball flies out. He celebrates.
Yeah.
You respectfully get up.
Yeah.
Shake hands. And then you go, and someone tossed the ball back to you, which was wild.
It was in the corner. I thought I picked it up.
No, it bounced back to you and you caught it. So someone threw it to you and you ripped it into the parking lot.
Yeah.
Did you throw your paddle?
I did not. I was thinking about it, but I have very limited quantities of paddles, and so I did not.
So a couple things. Okay. First of all, everybody saw it. It's been on memes. It was on pickupball.com. Listen, I laughed. I can't help it. I did.
Sure.
But I do have a question.
Okay.
Because Etienne, actually, there was people that were got him. But then a lot of people actually were defending you, saying his reaction to it was very douchey.
Yeah.
You hit somebody in the head.
Yeah.
And there was no sorry, no hand up. It was literally he cheered.
Yeah.
Is that because, now he is French-Canadian, is that because he knew that the U.S. was going to win the Olympic gold medal in hockey?
It must have been.
Do you think that's why? Because he was crap.
I got to get all the wins I can.
This is the only win we're going to get this weekend as a Canadian.
Yeah.
I feel like that could have been.
Yeah, I don't want to say anything bad.
No, say it, Tyler. Let's hear it.
That was, I think he's been playing a decent amount. I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years or something.
Playing for a while, yeah.
And that was actually the first time that I've ever played against him, even talked to him. So I haven't really seen him around. That was actually the same guy that Travis Rettmeyer got into it with in San Clemente.
Huge fight in San Clemente. Yep.
And so, there wasn't anything bad that happened during our match, except for it was a little bit funny because he was questioning our calls on almost every single call. Mm-hmm. And they were 2 or 3 or 4 inches out or something like that. There was one that he was questioning, and I'm not joking. It was over a foot that was out. And so it was just a little bit weird. You never like to play against people that are questioning your judgment on every single ball. It's as if they don't believe you or anything like that. And Blaine Hovenier and myself, mostly Blaine, he is a very stand-up guy and calls balls very good. And so when somebody's doing that every single time, and then like you said, cheering on random shots, I mean, that's maybe not the best look, I guess. A lot of players don't enjoy that type of behavior. But yeah, that was...
What about hitting someone in the head? Is that okay to cheer?
I personally would not cheer, at least out loud, maybe internally, but not out loud.
Like, do you feel like
now, maybe he was cheering because they won the match. Now that's different, but it's not a good look to drill somebody in the head and then...
Did it hurt?
No, I didn't even feel it.
Were you concussed like Jesse?
No.
Jesse would miss 6 to 8 weeks for that.
Bro, I told you, you'll have to knock 5 of my teeth out.
Did you see the hickey on Gabe Tardio's neck?
I did not.
Gabe Tardio had a hickey.
Hey, that's why he's goating lately.
Gabe is winning in all aspects of life.
Yeah.
Tyler, what are your takes on hickeys? Are hickeys juvenile?
Juvenile. Bush League, no.
Do you want somebody to bruise you?
Yeah, just get a vacuum and then...
Wouldn't you prefer to hide them?
You would think.
Feels like at this age, right?
Get some makeup.
Cold spoon. I heard the cold spoon works. You freeze a spoon.
Yeah.
Anyways, look, he's been playing for a while.
And then I heard in his next match, in Etienne and Len's next match, he was kind of going for headshots and body shots a little bit also.
Yeah, I mean, like the guy just rips everything.
Yeah.
It's I don't know if it's the French part because Jay does it too, or the Canadian part, but he definitely has a little bit of a reputation for that. But, had you got your teeth knocked out like Jack Hughes, you probably would have won. Are you and Blaine playing any more together?
No, so that was kind of a random turn. Blaine is incredible. I mean, you can't say anything bad about him. Number one hype guy, super positive energy. He is so funny. When he gets going, when he starts hyping everyone up, he starts saying, let's go so-and-so, let's go so-and-so, let's go Adam Stone, let's go Dave Fleming. And he'll start naming our opponents. Yeah. And he'll be like, let's go Moda, let's go Mo, fire me up and stuff like that. And I feel like when you start talking to your opponents that you're actually playing, I feel like that's a little bit weird.
No, he doesn't. Dude, he has like a list.
Yeah.
Like I've literally.
He goes Fu, he goes Max Freeman, he goes Tyson, he goes everywhere.
Yeah, like I've heard him say my name before.
Yeah.
Right? Or Bao, who.
Yeah. I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
I will say he actually has calmed down quite a bit this year. Yeah. I mean, he's still energetic. He's still electric. But compared to last year, he was a different level.
And MLP, he's another level.
He's fun.
So, no surprise, shocker, but Rafa Hewitt and Noe Cliff, Rafa gets AJ Kohler again. Every single tournament.
Yeah.
They end up beating AJ and Yuta in 3. Now, Noe, I heard, was supposed to play with somebody else.
Will.
With Will.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so he ends up playing with Rafa.
So Rafa was who was Rafa with? But Rafa
dropped his partner for Noe.
Yeah, I think it was JLG.
Oh, really? That's interesting because Noe has dropped Rafa for people in the past.
Oh man, it's hard keeping everything straight.
Yeah, but so Rafa and Noe make a good run though. They beat AJ and Yuta. They beat Max Freeman and Tyson.
Yeah.
And then they actually played J-Dub and CJ really tough, 13-11, 11-6.
How about, even in that first game, I think they may have had game points.
I think they did too, a couple, yeah.
But how about our boy Julian Arnold and Martin Emmerich taking out Jay and Deckel?
Yeah, look, Deckel is a shell of his former self right now. Okay. He's just not playing good pickleball. He can be mad at me. I don't really care, but he's not playing good pickleball. I actually think Jay has been playing well. This is the last 2 weeks, however, they have.
Do you think he is not playing good pickleball himself or he's just not having good results? Because what I'll say is I actually feel like myself, personally, I feel like I've been playing decent, but my results have been awful.
So sometimes you play well and your results don't always match how well you're playing. But watching Deckel play, I don't think he's playing well. Yeah. But I do think Marty is playing well. So maybe I'm contradicting myself because the last few events that I've watched Martin, he's playing extremely well.
Yeah. I think he's great.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, dude, they beat Pablo and Jack.
Yeah.
So here's the crazy thing is, they go 3 with George Rangelov and Spartak. Mm-hmm. And then they beat Pablo and Jack. Then they beat Jay and Deckel. And then you run into Hayden and Christian, and that's tough.
Like I just said, I honestly think Martin is good. And
Yeah,
this is no
great.
shade on him, but I feel like he hasn't had many top results. Like, I don't know if he's ever finished top 4 or even – I don't know if he makes it to the quarters very often. And I feel like he should be making it the way that he plays.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's an incredible player, but I don't know. It's interesting because he's very good, Tyler. Like he's athletic and he's fit and he hits the ball well and he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's a good dinker. He's handsome. His wife is incredible. His daughter is the freaking superstar on tour.
Yeah.
I never watch Pickleball Central videos unless it's Gabby. And if Gabby's doing the tour, I watch it every single time.
Yeah.
Because she's adorable.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, he's great. They're great. So
yeah.
It's always weird because, like I said, I feel like whenever I play against him or I see him playing, he's playing well, but I don't feel like he's ever even gotten to the semis, which I feel like he should be there.
Yeah. Now I think we need to talk about Wyatt Stone and LJ, Jonathan Trong.
Okay, talk to us.
John Trong, absolutely. I love Gabe, but he ate Gabe's lunch in that match.
Okay.
He was great. I mean, he was bagging Gabe left and right. His hands were good. His flicks were good. He has that freaking stupid speed up 2 inches off the ground. John was incredible. They gave Gabe and Ben everything that they could handle. 12, 10, 11, 9. That's a good Wyatt Stone. I think LJ is going to have a big year. Wyatt Stone's another one of those kids that like you've just been waiting and waiting and waiting. And everybody that plays rec with him, they're like, he's the best rec player in the world. But the results haven't followed him yet. When do they start? Like he's 19 now, right? 20 now?
I feel like they've actually started for him the past 6 months to a year.
Well, I agree. I mean, look, he did great in MLP.
Yeah.
But like, is he ever going to start busting through the semis, or is this where he's at?
I mean, you compare it to where he was at 3 years ago.
That's
true. That's massive.
I mean, he just remember, okay, Wyatt Stone at one point dropped Hayden Patriquin because he felt like he was progressing faster than Hayden.
Hey, he was onto something.
Wyatt dropped Hayden.
Yeah.
Is that the biggest mistake in pickleball?
That's the motivation that Hayden needed.
What's the bigger screw up? Wyatt dropping Hayden or James Ignatowicz losing Anna Bright?
Wyatt and Hayden.
Do you think so? Because James has been irrelevant since, too. Now he doesn't have a contract.
He's very relevant in Asia.
I guess, until he ends up in a prison somewhere.
Do you see that Ryan Fu said he got kicked out of Hong Kong also?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I think it's visa or something got terminated.
Crazy. All right, so.
Okay, so that was the Mesa recap.
Wait. Finals real quick.
Finals.
Christian and Hayden win game 1. And then they lose 6-8, and then they have a chance to force it to 5, and they end up losing 13-11. I mean, Gabe and Ben are crushing it right now. But, I mean, I thought that was a pretty good showing for Hayden and Christian.
Okay.
So, yeah, anyways. And then J-Dub and CJ withdrew from the bronze match.
Something with CJ, right?
Yeah, I think maybe Chipotle wasn't open or something. I don't know. Just kidding. Yeah, something with CJ. So, I don't know. Hopefully he's okay. CJ's the GOAT. So, yeah.
Okay. We will get into MLP talk really quick.
Yeah.
But first, we got to give a big shout out to Vulcan Pickleball. Can you guys hear that?
Yeah.
We love Vulcan. The V Pro Flight is the official ball of pickleball. Go to Vulcan. Is it Vulcan Sporting Goods or Vulcan?
Yeah, VulcanSportingGoods.com, VulcanPickleball.com as well.
Yeah.
Check it out. Big paddle launch is coming up. There's
With
a big
Nick Kyrgios.
There's a big party, Tyler.
Yep.
We're going to be there in Vegas this week. If any of you live in Vegas, close to Vegas, St. George, want to drive down, want to travel, hit us up. We will get you in. Stack and Vulcan have some sick stuff they're releasing. It's going to be insane. Use code KOTC on the site. And yeah, I mean, we are fired up. Tyler's been using the paddle for a while now.
It's hot.
It is hot. We actually sent some paddles to Richie Twazin, and he texted us. So not many people have used these paddles yet, okay? And there's literally only been there's been a few like testing throughout the process, but like that have the actual new paddles in their hands. There's like I think Lane and Richie.
Yeah.
And Richie says, I cannot control this. I need to get because it's so poppy, but obviously you have to get used to it. right? So yeah, we're
It's
excited.
the name of the game at the moment.
Yep, exactly. So anyways, yeah, Vulcan Sporting Goods, Vulcan Pickleball, check it out. And let's, MLP time.
All right, so talk to us about MLP. So we have the draft. Is it Friday, February 27th?
7th, yep, like 8 a.m.
Okay.
All right, so keepers came out.
Okay.
We haven't really talked about the keepers because they were released the day after. But the biggest surprise was Anna Bright was dropped.
Yes.
And Georgia Johnson.
Georgia, yeah.
Most people expect the shock to go right back after AB, and they expect the flash.
So what does that
Georgia.
mean? So when somebody gets dropped, they're off the team, and they go into this pool where they can get bid up by any other team.
So there's a pool, and what it is you don't bid on players, you bid on draft slots, right? So the number one slot in the whole draft will come up, and everybody will start bidding.
Okay.
It's increments of $10,000. This is real money. So everybody will start bidding. And then whoever wins that draft spot, bids the highest, they get that number one pick. So the expectation is that...
So technically a number 3 spot or 5 spot could go for higher money than the
100%.
number 1.
Yeah, it's not... There's no there's no... And that happened a few times.
Mm-hmm.
So the expectation is that, look, the Shock are going to go in and they're going to bid whatever it takes to get AB back. Mm-hmm. Then they get AB for 3 years.
Will that be the number 1 spot or the number 2?
Well, I think the only way that I think you got to try for the number 1. It wouldn't shock me if there's a little bit of collusion, and they talk to the Flash and they make sure not to bid each other up.
Yeah.
Now, if the fives,
some other team should just get in there and just drive up the price.
And if people don't drive up the price, they're dumb. And if the fives were smart, they try to get it on both of them because George is available too. So if you're the fives, you're Ryan Harwood. He dropped Megan Dazan. So he needs a girl. Mm-hmm. So you have AB available. You have freaking Georgia available. You jump in there and you freaking, if worst case scenario, you drive that price up.
Yeah.
And you go after one of those girls. I think that those are the 3 teams that have the money to do it.
Well, a lot of teams have the money. It's just whether or not they want to.
Well, they will spend it. Yeah. Exactly. I also think that there are a lot of teams out there that have no idea how much money other teams have or are willing to spend because some of the offers that we're getting are literally embarrassing. Mm-hmm. Like they think that we're poor.
Yeah.
And that's just not the case. It's literally, it's just a budget thing or it's how much you're going to spend here or, you know what I'm saying? I mean, look, the Slice last year came out and they spent $500,000 and to try and compete and they end up getting James and Vivian and Max and Callie, right?
Yeah.
And they didn't compete.
Yeah.
And so now you're out that, and they don't have anybody on the, they don't have a single one of those players on the team anymore.
All right, so tell us what teams dropped to.
Yeah, so Atlanta basically they kept Jaume, Jay, and Caitlin Christian. Todd Folt retired. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's kind of who they kept. Brooklyn kept everybody except they traded Deckel.
And did that count for them as a drop?
Yeah, well, so they were allowed. You're allowed to keep anybody that was drafted in 2025 as well. Uh-huh. So they kept Hannah Blatt. So their females are done. They have Rachel, Hannah, and Jackie. Okay. So Hannah's probably going to be that single specialist if she's going to maybe play for Jackie if they get to Dreambreaker. Although Jackie was pretty good in the 4 spot. Okay. They kept Riley. Speaking of, did you hear that Riley and Will McKinnon already broke up?
I have not heard that.
Yeah.
Since when? Like a few days ago?
Yeah, yesterday.
Wow.
Already done.
Wow. Do you know who he's going to?
I don't think either one of them knows. You may want to make some. You may want to make some phone calls. So Brooklyn's going to need a guy. Now the other thing to remember at the draft is you have to fill all 4 of your starter spots before. Are you texting right now?
Yeah, I'm going to text somebody.
You have to fill all 4 of your starter spots before you can fill your 5 and 6 spots. So, yeah, that's another thing. So, Carolina, they're done. They will not draft till the 5 and 6 spot. Their team, their starting 4 right now is James Delgado, DJ Young, Angie Walker, and Ava Ignatowicz. That team is filled. They can draft 5 and 6 after everybody fills their top 4. The Slice have Hunter and Zane. Okay. So, they're going to need 2 girls.
Do you think? Well, okay, yep. Continue.
Columbus, interestingly, Columbus could have kept everybody. Mm-hmm. They chose to drop Leia, which I think is interesting. So they kept Andre, CJ, and Paris. They actually could have kept Leia.
Okay.
So now does Columbus get into this bidding for AB or?
Because they won it.
Because they did win it. They were the defending champs.
Yeah, MLP last year.
Yeah. So do they get into the bidding for one of those prizes? You know, those top players, or do they just re-pick up Leia because they won it?
Yeah.
Dallas kept Augie, J-Dub, and Tyra.
Yep.
Now, here's an interesting thing. They dropped Georgia. I actually think that they dropped Georgia with the assumption, I mean this like, that they think that nobody's going to pick up Georgia because they're scared of Julie. I really believe that.
Yeah.
Or that Georgia might not give her best effort if she's not playing.
I've heard that, and I think that's so stupid.
No, you can't do that. Look, if somebody picks up Georgia Johnson and she doesn't give her best effort, right, she should be fined.
Yeah.
She should. The reality is you don't get to control this.
The only thing that I would say is, I mean, the same thing happened with Annalie Waters, where she was saying that, I might not play all MLPs, and so some teams kind of backed off a little bit.
She played like shit for Utah, and now she plays hard for the Fives. I agree, but you don't get that. Like, sorry, but this is how team sports work, and it is what it is. You're getting paid a lot of freaking money. So if the California Black Bears decide to spend $1 million and they get Georgia Johnson, Georgia Johnson better give her best effort.
Yeah.
I mean, it just is what it is. All right. Vegas made 1 million trades, Tyler. And they end up with Roscoe, Brooke Buckner, Blaine, Liz Trueluck, and Zoe Wang. Mm-hmm. So their females are gone. They just need one guy in the 5 spot. Or the 5 or 6 spot. All right. LA also went and made a bunch of trades. So they have Ben, Max Freeman, Catherine, and Jade.
Yep.
So they will not pick until the 5 or 6 spot either. So a lot of these teams, I mean, they're just going to be sitting tight draft day. Miami has Yuta and Alex Trong.
Is Yuta back living in the States? Because I know he went back to Japan for a little bit.
That's a good question. I actually don't even know.
Yeah. Hey, do you see our girl, Cleo?
Yeah.
Cleo Bond?
Cleo. Did you know Drake follows her?
I did not.
Why did she change her name? Do we know?
I thought somebody said it's for like to stay away from creeps. No, for acting or something like that.
But like, I know like people use stage names. Mm-hmm. That's terrible.
Cleo Bond.
If you could change your name to anything, what would it be?
I don't know.
Like, what's like a name where
Maximus?
It's like,
I don't know.
Yeah, like what's a name that's like, okay, not Cleo Bond. All right. Anyways, the 5s, Noe, AL, and Will. So the 5s will need a girl.
Okay.
And then they'll pick their other 2 players.
Wait, where's Mari?
Mari got dropped.
When?
Or did she get traded? Yeah, Mari's gone.
Where is she at? Vegas?
No, Mari's gone. She's not on any team.
Oh, she's not on any team. Okay.
Mari's a free agent.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Squeeze. They let Dylan go.
That was a bit surprising to me.
But $177,000 to keep him.
Yeah, true.
So they have Fed, Millie, and Lacey. So
what a lot of these
need
teams could do is they can drop some of these high keepers, and then they could hope to get them back.
Exactly, and we may see
that.
But
the only issue is once you open it up to other people, then it's not certain. So
for sure.
It could be more.
Exactly. Palm Beach made a trade for Deckel. Mm-hmm. So they have Sophia Sewing, Deckel, and Tina Pisnik. Mm-hmm. So they're going to need another guy on their team. Now, they could have kept, this is an interesting fact, because they're an expansion team, Palm Beach actually had the ability to keep anybody that was in the free agent pool for $80,000, basically. Mm-hmm. So, like, any of these young kids or anybody that they thought was going to be good, and they passed on it.
Interesting.
Which is interesting, which makes me wonder if they're targeting someone who was dropped. Does that make sense?
Gotcha.
All right, Phoenix dropped everybody but Jesse. Which is crazy because remember last year, Jesse was sent home.
Yeah.
And it was Jeannie, Jack, Tyson, and Alex Walker.
You would have thought it would be the other way around. The only
Exactly.
thing is those players, Jeannie, Jack, all those guys, don't they have a high amount?
High amounts. Yeah. Where Jesse was basically free.
Yeah.
So they kept Jesse. So they're going to need 2 guys and a girl. Mm-hmm. We know who one of those girls will not be, and it will not be Jeannie Bouchard. All right, hard 8s. Nobody. They kept nobody.
Gone.
See ya, everybody.
Tim Parks cleaned
house. Like he friggin', yeah. So the Shock, Hayden, Gabe, and Kate, we know that. AB is available. Ranchers currently have Christian and Eric Onsens. They also have, just to be clear, people are like, well, why is Lane Sleeth show on your team? The Lane Sleeth trade has still gone through, but it cannot be consummated like a marriage until after the draft. So
Why?
Because of the way the keeper rules are, they wouldn't have been able to keep her if it would have been done pre-draft.
Okay.
It's literally just a technicality. So the Ranchers have Christian, Eric, and Lane.
Okay.
So they will need one girl. And then Utah, Tyler,
Diamonds.
they dropped you.
Myself. Oh my gosh.
They kept Connor, Etta, and Elise. How do you feel about this? Well, you knew one of you had to go.
Yeah. I mean, I've said this before. All things being equal, as in there's no money attached to anybody, everything like that. Like we all had the same amount of time to play, everything. I thought it would have been myself. I did. I wasn't too surprised about that. However, knowing what the money amount was for all these players, I was a little bit surprised because Etta, her dollar amount from what I've heard is pretty high. And I was surprised that they were Utah was going to pay that amount.
Yeah.
So
I
if
mean,
all things were equal, I wasn't too surprised. But since they're not, I was a little bit surprised.
Yeah.
Were you surprised?
Yes, I was. I was surprised. The reason I'll say that is because same thing. Etta's was like $200,000 to keep for 1 year.
Yeah.
So it felt like Etta, you probably could have let her go and then picked her back up for a lower amount. Does that make sense?
Yes, exactly.
So
yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Obviously, if I'm still around, they could potentially pick me back up. But who knows? We finished, I think, 8 or 9 as a team, and I felt like we started gelling pretty good. We had some good wins. I feel like if we were all playing our best, we were probably a top 5 team.
Yeah.
Top 6 team.
All right. Smash. Travis kept himself. He kept Martina Frantova, and he kept Kason Campbell. So they're going to need a girl.
Who was the girl they dropped? Paula
Rivas. I think they had to drop her because she was a free agent pickup. They originally drafted Ansbury.
Okay.
And then the Bears.
Okay.
We kept nobody.
All right. How do we want to do this? We could spend another literally 3 hours on this.
Yeah.
Do you want to just talk about where some players might go, or where do you want to go with this?
Yeah, I mean, look, we can. I mean,
so I think the biggest thing right now is the influx of juniors that have come onto the scene.
For sure.
Where do those juniors go?
Yeah, so it really depends, right? Because you have to look at this and look as a GM president, right? This is probably way too much information. But you have to look at this on a team-by-team basis, okay? So I look at a team like Atlanta, okay? This is the very first team I pulled up. They have Jaume, they have Jay, they have Caitlin Christian, right? On paper, it's probably a team in the 6 to 8 range, 6 to 9 range, maybe 6 to 10, okay?
6, 7?
Yeah, it's not a bad team, but is that a championship team?
Yeah.
Probably not, right? So if the bouncers go and they add some young girl to this team, okay? If they add a Kiora Kunimoto or they add a Zoe Well, or whoever it is to this team, the team probably goes from a playoff team to maybe a 12 to 14 to 15, right? If that player doesn't hit. But if they go and they add a Mari Humberg, right? Or they add a Leia Jansen, that team could be pretty good.
Yeah.
Right? And so that's where, teams have to decide, am I going to take a chance on a young kid where if it fails, it literally can ruin our team? Or am I in a position where I'm happy making the playoffs in the 8 or 9 spot and anything can happen once you get into the playoffs? Right? Brooklyn, Columbus, they're 2 other teams, right? Brooklyn needs a guy. Okay? You have Rachel and Jackie, who are one of the top women's teams, and you have Riley, who's a great player. So now do you go pair Riley with Tama? Well, then you don't know what's going to happen, right? Riley just played with Will McKinnon, and it didn't go well. Had it gone well, I'm sure Will McKinnon would have been on Brooklyn's radar.
Yeah.
So do you trade him, or do you go out and do you get a guy who you know who they are. You go get a Dylan Frazier.
So what do you do?
Well, that's the thing.
So you're just saying it's team by team. It's
every team's going to have to decide what they want to do in that situation.
And what do you think many of these teams will do? Do you think they'll trend in one direction, or
I
it'll
think
be
that
scattered?
the teams that are going to spend are going to spend.
Okay.
Brooklyn is going to go out and they're going to spend for Dylan or for a top flight guy.
Yeah.
Dallas is going to go out. They're going to go get Georgia again. Columbus is going to go out, and if they can't get AB or Georgia, they're going to go out and they're going to spend on Leia, on Danielle, on Mari, on someone like that, right?
So my question to you is, how are these teams getting valued? And winning a championship, does it add that much more value to these teams?
I think it adds a little bit of value if you're selling sponsorships, but at the end of the day, the league as a whole is what's going to value these teams.
Okay.
The league as a whole is what's going to drive the value of these teams. Well, I don't think we're in a position yet where individual championships are driving the value.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, look, Tyler, go look at, we'll just look at Miami. Miami has Alex Trong and Yuta, right? Okay, Alex is young. She's 20 years old. You have her for 3 years. I think they only have Alex actually for 1 year. 2 more years.
One thing that you mentioned in the Discord is that I thought was funny, but also accurate, is you said people think that these rules that are in place today will remain rules in 3 years.
Yeah.
And that's not the case.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you can try to plan ahead, but let's be honest. So say you're, you have Yuta and Alex, right? Do you go out and you surround them? Now, I love Alex. A-Train is one of my favorite people in pickleball, but she did not love playing on Bay Area last year with players that probably weren't her skill level.
I think it was more so that they were in Challenger.
I agree, but it was lower level players.
Yeah.
So is Alex happy if you go surround her with 2 young kids?
Mm-hmm. If they're not winning, I doubt it. If they're winning, I bet she's fine.
Or does Alex or do you need to go out and you need to spend some money?
Yeah.
I think if I'm Miami, right, I probably go after 2 higher level players to pair with Yuta and Alex.
Yeah.
Right? Because I think that they have a chance to, make the playoffs if they can add 2 decent players. So, yeah. All right. Anyways.
So how long will this be? So it's 8 a.m. Friday.
Yeah, I think it starts at 8 a.m. Pacific. So I think it's 10 Eastern Friday. The draft will be over in an hour and a half, 2 hours.
That's what they said last time, but it took forever.
Yeah, well, there's always like these weird issues with the freaking software. Like, we can't do anything easy. But I do think that teams will, I think they'll live tweet them. They'll send them out. Yeah, it's exciting. Now, look, there's almost 200 players signed, Tyler. And I believe that only 120 will be drafted. Mm-hmm. So, there's going to be 70-ish players sitting out there that are not going to be on teams.
What do those players do? Do they still travel to these tournaments? Because some of them have to make events.
Yeah. So look, there's not going to be any. I doubt they're going to have on-site subs this year because
I bet they'll still have a few.
Maybe. I think if you have to meet event minimums, I think those players are going to be spending their summer playing challengers. Yeah. Which might be better for some of these players, your development is going to be way better playing PPA challengers.
Yeah.
As opposed to sitting on a bench of an MLP team.
Okay.
Just my opinion. So, anyways.
All right. Anything else with MLP?
No, look.
Do you guys know who you're picking?
We got a big draft board. Big one. Shout out the Bears. Eric Tice is in the house now for the Bears.
Okay.
We have Richie, myself, Eric Tice. We have Whaley Louie. We got 4 bright minds. Well, we got 3 bright minds and myself. Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm excited, dude. I love the draft. Everyone's trying to find that diamond in the rough, right? Everyone wants to hit on these specific players. So, yeah.
All right. So, on to question time. This one is funny because we were doing the call-in show, KOTC call-in show, which we have not done for quite some time.
Yeah, we need to get back to that.
But the phone is turned off, but I guess if people, I shouldn't be saying this because now people might be calling it.
No, we should. Let's get some voicemails.
If people leave a voice message, it still goes through. I get an email about it.
I love it.
So somebody called in, and this is in regards to the Grayson Golden situation. They said, "Hey, Jimmy and Tyler, I'm not sure I understand the Grayson Golden no health insurance issue. The player contracts lock them down so they can't go play other tours and are restricted in what they can do. Seems to me they are not contractors, but they are employees of the PPA Tour, and as such, the tour should be required to provide the players with health insurance. Or is this another typical Utah business that screws their workers by classifying them as independent contractors rather than employees to save money on payroll taxes and not have to provide health insurance? Sorry for using all caps right there. This is Scott, a CPA from California. I'm a big fan of your show."
Now, Scott, I actually love this. I'd love to have you on the pod to talk about this.
We have his number.
Because
Oh, actually, it was a text message. Sorry.
because I have heard from...
We are not CPAs.
We are not CPAs. This is not legal advice, but I have heard that... so the NCAA, I'll give you an example. The NCAA... all this NIL money and things, there's a lot of controversy about these players. Are they contracted players or not? Right? And if they are contracted players, and you are, because you guys are 1099 by PPA, correct?
Correct, yep.
And so there's a lot of gray area, and this is kind of what one of the things that the WPPA said. And I loop in the NCAA because of NIL money. It's similar, where the argument is, are you a contracted player or not? And I guess there's certain rules and stipulations to where if you are a contracted player, then you cannot be held to certain standards, I guess. So with the NCAA, with like football players, they're like, if we're contracted players, you can't tell us when our eligibility runs out. And so they're like, we can play as long as we want because you don't control our eligibility because we're contracted players. PPA, it's similar, right? It's like, you're telling us that I'm a contracted player. And again, I'm sure there's some legal jargon that I don't know. But you're saying we're contracted players, but we can't go play on other tours. We're restricted to these events. We're restricted to doing this, this, and this. Right? But then why aren't you, which actually makes us look more like employees. But if you're employees, then you got to provide health insurance. You got to provide all these other things. So yeah, it's definitely a gray area. Now, I'm a mortgage broker by trade. People don't know this, but we used to be 1099. Everybody in the mortgage industry was 1099 for years and years and years.
I have my real estate license, and I'm 1099.
Yes. Well, they came in a few years ago. It's probably 6 or 7 years ago now, maybe longer.
6, 7.
And they said that you can no longer 1099 loan officers, that they have to be W-2'd. They're not contract employees. They need all of these things, and they changed how we got paid. And I think that is very possible if somebody does really want to fight this with PPA. I don't know, though. Like I said, it's interesting because this guy's a CPA. He knows way more than we do.
Yeah.
And he's saying the same thing. But I don't know. I'm sure PPA's lawyers have looked at it and said, no, we can contract them because of these reasons. I have no idea.
I'm not sure how the tennis does it.
Yeah.
For tennis players.
Yeah. I don't know. But every other league, like the NFL, you're employees of the NFL. You're not a contracted player. You're employees of the NBA. You're employees of the WNBA. Which, by the way, have you seen the WNBA negotiations?
I haven't been following it.
They want housing. They want 27% of revenue. And people are like, the owners are like, we don't make any money. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay. You ready for some other questions?
Yeah.
All right.
I think someone sent me one.
Somebody said, how do you all pick partners? That's a great question. Others will do it differently. You find somebody that you like, that you think is good, and you ask them. And if you guys play together and you gel, you'll keep going. If you don't, like Riley and Will, then you might split up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you want to look for somebody that will complement your game. At the high level, a lot of players are known to play the left side or the right side. For example, I play the right side for the most part. And so I will not be looking for a partner that only plays the right side.
Yeah, I mean, I think those things you gotta gel. Obviously, your game styles have to gel. You have to gel off the court to an extent. I don't know if it's as important, but yeah, I mean, and honestly, everybody wants good partners. You want someone that's good.
Okay, respectfully, why does Annalie have so many old men on her bench?
Okay, so everyone keeps asking this question about who the guy is that looks like Forrest Gump. That's her physio. He's been with her since her soccer days, which is...
Drum said he does such a good job. He knows how because he ran across America.
Yeah, right? The crazy thing about... Okay, look, we always joke about the soccer thing because she literally played till she was like 10. So who knows how good she was going to be in soccer. But if she had a physio at 10 years old in soccer, there's bigger issues going on there, okay? But that dude's been with her since then, so that's her physio. I guess he works on her, does whatever. And then her dad wears the puffer vest all the time. Mm-hmm. And then I believe it's her dad's brother, her uncle, is also there. And then Tyler Baldwin. Tyler was with Holbrook for a long time, and now he is... become part. I heard we've talked about this. I think he drove her puppy across the country. Oh. He helped make the ALW hats, and now he's become part of her entourage, her team. So that's who's on her team, those four. I don't know Tyler's actual role, admin assistant. I actually don't know. But
he's a jack of all trades.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't think that it's like that crazy of a roster. I mean, you're the top player in the world and you have somebody that's going to help with your muscles and aches and pains, and then you have some family members, and then you have an assistant, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Ben has a physio. Paris travels with a physio now.
Yeah.
That's got to get expensive, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, if you're winning, though, it's worth it.
Yeah, true.
Are there any rumors that ALW is ready to mix up partners on mixed double side?
No, I don't think. I mean, that was one loss. I don't think so.
Are there any PPA signed senior pros? So the only one that I'm aware of, the only two are Althoff and Steve Deacon.
Yeah, they're both still signed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
They could be drafted MLP.
Somebody should draft Althoff. Yeah. Get him on the bench.
He's great.
He's incredible.
Player coach.
Do pros make enough money just like consistently being eliminated in the round of 32 and 16? Oof, this one hits home.
Tyler, tell us.
It all depends. It all depends on your contract when you signed. If you're going off purely prize money, I would say no. Unless you have outside additional sponsors, you simply just don't make enough by prize money alone. But most of these players, they're either teaching clinics, camps, coaching one-on-ones, or they have other sponsors that are helping out.
Yeah,
I've been for the longest time the biggest proponent of deepening the prize money because I think that will foster more competitiveness.
I actually talked to a player, just in doing our Black Bears research, and this player basically just said, yeah, like we need a paddle sponsor so we can travel.
Yeah.
Because right now,
most of these pros, they're not looking to get rich. They're just looking to be able to sustain, to be able to travel, to be able to get around, to be able to do this.
It's expensive, dude. You got to think 25 tournaments a year, you're probably spending at least $2,000 to $3,000 a tournament on travel.
Yeah. Depending
on where you live. I mean, I'm sure that you know, but what did you spend in travel last year? 50?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you're spending $50,000 in travel.
Yeah.
So you need at least that covered somewhere.
Yeah. Agreed. That's a great question because I don't know how other people do it. How do you, let's see, is Riley going to drop Will?
We heard that they have.
Why is he not playing with Jay? Because they had good results in 2025.
Yeah, we heard we have heard that has already happened.
Why is Tyson continuing playing the left with Max?
Because Max is a righty.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
A lefty, so he has to. Where's Tyson? I mean, think that Tyson should play another with. If you mean that Tyson should play with somebody else and not a lefty, okay, but they're not going to switch when Max is a lefty.
Somebody said Ben and Anna Bright versus Hayden and Anna Lee. Who wins?
Hayden and Anna Lee. What do you think? That would be fun.
Yeah, I would agree.
It'd be fun to watch, though.
Do Jimmy and Nico hate each other?
No, he's fine.
Yeah, you do.
No,
you should see the text he sent me. It's incredible. Just going off on Nico.
No, I'm completely indifferent, honestly. Like, I mean that sincerely.
But it was a little bit funny in the Discord. Some random account just went off.
Dude, he went off. It was too much. Like, I don't even, dislike Nico. Like I said, I don't enjoy Nico's content. That doesn't mean I don't like Nico as a person. Does that make sense? There's a lot of people.
Somebody in our Discord was not thrilled.
That was
with
weird,
Nico.
dude. Don't do that. Like, that's not cool. Nico's fine. Like, he's doing his thing.
He's grown on you.
No, he just like I said, a lot of people like him. A lot of people enjoy his content. Just because I don't doesn't mean that I make fun of him and tease him because it's funny. To me, maybe not funny to anyone else, but you don't have to shit on him personally. You don't have to go after there's some crazy stuff that people go after with him. That guy is what I'm saying.
All right. Somebody said, "Are you guys going to the Vulcan launch event?" We are. We will be there.
Are you coming? Be there.
Why is there such a big gap in skill between Annalie and the rest of the field in singles? That's a great question.
That actually is a really good question. A lot of it has to do with just her. I mean, she's just insanely powerful, and I don't think anyone can match that in singles. But yeah, it is a good question. I wish I knew the answer.
How come women don't do more cat and mouse in singles? Since they have less power.
That's actually another good question. I wonder if this.
I actually don't think they have less power. I actually think a lot of the women hit harder than the men.
I don't think they do. I think that's
Brooke Buckner. She rips the ball.
She might hit harder than some men, but
the
top men and the top women, it's not close.
Yeah.
But does Brooke Buckner have a harder forehand drive than Riley Newman? Sure, but Riley Newman has a horrible drive. No offense, but it just physiology, right?
Yeah.
Now, look, does does Annalie Waters have a better drive than, a little guy like Braden Jacobson? Probably.
What is missing from Dylan Frazier's game to be an elite right side player?
J.W. Johnson.
I don't get this question. They said, who has the hardest time finding partners on tour? This guy.
Tyler.loong. Anybody who's not winning, you just look who's not winning.
Alhuni freak out thoughts.
I mean, look, I thought it was funny that he said, I know that what did he say? I know that I cheated in the past, or I know that I have a bad reputation, something like that. But I promise that was in.
Oh, we never talked about this, but we played one of the Alhuni brothers, the younger one.
Yeah.
And
so you played the one that's not as well known.
Yes, he's just started. He's new.
There's Mo, and then Moad or Mohammed, something.
Yeah. But
he's the youngest one.
I mean, I'm not trying to put this guy in blast, but there was a ball that was called out that was inside of the line by an inch. And it got overturned, obviously. But had we not been on center court.
You're saying it runs in the family.
I'm just saying that was one of the worst calls.
What did you think, though, about Mo? Because I think was it Jay he was playing?
Jay, yeah.
And Mo said, I know that I'm known for bad calls, but that was in.
Yeah.
And then they showed the replay, and it was very close.
It was very close.
I don't feel like Mo was that far off by arguing that.
Yeah. It's just tough because you have that reputation already.
Exactly. And that's what we've
and
that's what we've kind of talked about, where it's the only way that he can change his reputation is he's just got to be over the top, courteous with his line calls.
And he's got to do that for
a long time.
Honestly, 2 years.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. No, it's true. He's got to be over the top with his line calls. But it's it doesn't help that every time he steps on the court, there's some controversy.
Yeah. All right.
Because that one wasn't even bad. If that was you or anybody else on tour, that wasn't even, no one would have even said a word about it.
Yeah. All right, last question from our good friend Mark. Great question, actually. He says, paddle companies have to pay a marketing fee with UPA.
Yeah.
But do Mizuno, Nike, and these other smaller sponsors?
Oh, no, just paddle companies.
Is that fair? They're getting their name just as much as the paddles are.
It's true. I mean,
They're getting their name maybe even more.
I mean, it seems like if you wanted to break into PPA, it probably makes more sense to do it on the apparel side then, right?
Yeah.
As opposed to the paddle side.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I mean, look, but this is also where there's companies out there like Holbrook is a great example, right? They didn't pay the fee. Mm-hmm. They use blacked out paddles, but their players are decked out in Holbrook gear.
Yeah.
And this is also why like Hayden Patriquin had a deal with Florence Marine, right? And he ended up breaking that deal, or not breaking it, whatever happened, but the deal ended because Franklin said, hey, we're going to get into apparel. Mm-hmm. Because the paddle companies now are like, look, we're going to pay you this amount of money, but we need you to wear our apparel too, because
your apparel gets noticed. That's
your
what
apparel
people see.
gets noticed. Exactly. And so we don't want you just to hold our paddle. Yeah. We need your shirt to say it. And it's the same with the ALW and Nike thing, right? Nike, Franklin said, hey, we want the visor, and that became a whole big thing. But then they said, okay, well then we need a patch.
Yeah.
We need something on your apparel that says Franklin. You holding a Franklin paddle is not enough.
I remember long ago when paddle companies started sponsoring players, all paddle companies cared about is what paddle you were using. But as time has gone on, they've kind of realized that, hey, we need more exposure.
Yeah.
Because most people, when they tune in, they don't see what paddle you're using. The diehards will, but outside of that, they don't.
No, I feel like if I'm signing somebody, I'm like my contract is having like 3 points of vision on the player's body. And it's one of them is the paddle itself. One's got to be shirt and one's got to be like shorts.
Okay, this was a longer one, Jimmy. Anything else that we're missing?
Oh, this is long. No, MLP Draft this week. Vulcan launch party. I'm hosting. Come out. I will freaking yell and scream. Me and Nick Kyrgios. Tyler.
What?
Are you going to play points with Nick?
Maybe. He might make a fool out of me. I don't know.
We're gonna find out.
Oh.
Should I do the entire event in an Australian accent?
Yes.
All right.
Real quick, if you guys like this content and want even more content, we have an all access page that gets you even more videos, some that we are about to do right now, and it gets you exclusive giveaway stuff that we are providing monthly. And so we appreciate your support. Also, big thanks to our sponsors, Club Pickleball Mastermind, and also Pickler Universe. Get ready for the best MLP this upcoming year. And we will see you guys next time.
Yes.